on the grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play. We define. Party live. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat. Watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. This game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Heart be loud. Feel prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
On the back end of our doubleheader between the Carroll Cougars playing host to the Delphi Oracles. And this is the ISC Sports Network. We're happy to bring you this tail end of the doubleheader. Tonight's game brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By the Franklin Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Just like in Game 1, alongside my broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley, I'm John Natali. Happy to be with you on this fairly busy Friday night on the ISC Sports Network. Game 2 of our doubleheader featuring the Carroll Cougars playing host to the Delphi Community Oracles. And welcome to our pregame show brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. Kristen, we saw one, a great one. The first one didn't go the way we thought it was going to be. Delphi coming out big winners in that first matchup against the Cougars. And what can we expect in this one tonight?
Well, I think we're going to see another pretty decent matchup. You talk about two different teams. Obviously, Carroll, we've seen them before. They can be patient with the ball. They don't run the quickest of offenses, so they're going to look to slow the tempo down. Whereas Delphi, they're going to run everything through McAtee. They're going to look to push the ball, look for those quick turnovers in transition, and try and dictate the pace of this one.
Have our first look brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. The Oracles coming to this one 6-3, led by head coach Chad Pulver. 113-87 overall. It's his second year with Delphi, 21-12. He was with Rensselaer Central. It's his 9th year. He won a sectional back in 22 and had a 12-13 regular season in that sectional. So, Chris, and that's kind of a cool thing coming up because we are closing in on that second season, and that's a prime example right there from Chad Pulver, is that doesn't matter really what you do in the regular season, it's how you come through in those sectionals. And he was able to get the Rensselaer Central that sectional. And then you look at head coach Adam Tussinger, now in his 4th year at Carroll, 2-7 this year, but last year they defeated Delphi 61-44. And with that being said, we're going to get some keys to victory brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. And one of those keys, Kristen, is exactly what we talked about, a Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup.
Yeah, well, before I get into the keys, I have to give a quick hello to my favorite Space Rangers, Donovan and Beckham, that are watching at home.
Space Rangers.
They are very real Space Rangers. Now, with that being said, keys to the game. Possession game. Who's going to take care of the ball the best? We just talked about Carroll likes to slow it down a little bit on offense. They don't typically run the quickest of sets. They're going to want to be really solid with the ball and try and keep that pace. Number 2, own the paint. Both of these teams have big, great post players. You talk about Calden Pulver for Delphi, and then looking at Mason Skinner and Colby Butcher for Carroll. Battling in the paint for those boards and second chance opportunities are going to be massive. And finally, it's a Friday night Hoosier Hoops Conference clash here at Carroll. This game could go any certain way. It's obviously a rivalry one, and we're excited to see an excellent second game to our doubleheader tonight.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll get our officials on the board, and then we'll have 32 minutes of basketball. The Cougar Carrolls. And the Cougar Carrolls, huh? The Carroll Cougars, Delphi Oracles, coming up next on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Back on the campus at Carroll High School, let's get to our starting lineups. Presented by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. First for the Oracles of Delphi, it'll be the senior guard, Caden McAtee, number 2. Zane Tessier, number 4. Weston Brown, number 12, the junior forward. Levi Coghill, the junior, number 21. And Calden Pulver, head coach Chad Pulver's son, the senior forward. 6'9", tall drink of water. Rounding out the top 5 for Delphi Community. And for Carroll, it's going to be Reed Hayden, the freshman forward. Aiden Duff, the team's leading scorer, about 18 tonight. Carson Hale, the senior guard, number 12. Mason Skinner, number 24, the junior. And Colby Butcher, the senior forward, wearing number 44 tonight for head coach Adam Tussinger. Our officials for the evening brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Douglas Moore, Stacy Minier, and Jeremy Horn will be on the court for this boys matchup. And a pick 6 for Indiana to start this one off early in this one. So there you go, Indiana. And the faithful of Bloomington. The Hoosiers strike first. Dante Moore, the quarterback for Oregon. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner this year. Projected number 1 pick. Everybody feels terrible. He might be headed to Las Vegas to be a Raider. I thought my fandom was bad with the Browns. There's a struggle there, but Fernando Mendoza has had a marvelous year and sees his Hoosiers up 7-0, 11 seconds into the contest, and has yet to hit the field.
It's pretty much a dream start there for Coach Signetti and the Hoosiers. Felt like they were celebrating in the gym with all the lights and music rapping, though.
The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl going on now. So if you have YouTube TV, you're watching it there. And, of course, you're watching the streaming on the ISC Sports Network.
Technology is a beautiful thing.
It is a marvelous thing. As Carroll now doing their starters, as just like the girls, the flash and the glitz in the gym of Carroll High School.
No Cougar.
They're still waiting for that. You thought, maybe for the boys' game, you thought he was going to drop from the rafters. But that's still cool what they're doing there with the cheerleader.
Very nice.
Oh, the different. Okay.
Yeah, the banner.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe that was a sign because we see Schuler up there. So maybe it's Carson Schuler getting the start, the freshman guard. So a good intro as Delphi and Carroll get to tangle for 32 minutes of basketball here on the IC Sports Network. It'll be Pulver and Butcher to jump it up. Delphi looking for the sweep. Carroll looking to return the favor and split this one between the girls and the boys tonight on the IC Sports Network. Ball's in the air. Pulver swats it all the way back and out of bounds. So that's going to belong to Carroll.
Heck of a tip, and I expect those two to be battling in the paint all game.
Pulver won that tip, but threw it to Crawfordsville on the tap back. And it belongs to Carroll underneath their own basket. So here's Skinner with the basketball. Down low, looking for Duff. Ball on the ground. Looks like Duff was on the baseline when he collected that basketball. So it'll go the other way.
It's a good first defensive possession there for Delphi. Obviously, you don't love to defend an inbound pass coming out of the tip, but they did a nice job there to force the turnover and try and get into the rhythm first.
McAtee goes baseline, the kick out. Coghill thought about it. Here's Tessier, guarded by Hale. On the dribble drive with the right hand, couldn't get it to go, but a quick foul.
And obviously Zane Tessier, the junior point guard, you're going to see a lot of that from him. If there is a space open to get into the paint, he is going to find his way there, averaging a little over 10 points a game, and really that secondary scorer for them that is really important to this Delphi offense.
Sinks the first free throw, so we have a point on the board, belongs to Delphi. Tessier shoots at 60%. He's the football team's leading rusher, but also led the baseball, a .437 average.
Woo!
The young man had last season for the Oracle baseball team.
I would say he's an athlete.
Yeah, three-sport athlete, and a darn good one, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's Duff with the basketball. The kick out. Hale's going to try it from the corner. Left it off the front iron, no good. And Cade McAtee with the rebound. Here come the Oracles. McAtee all the way down the lane, a little bit too heavy. But that ball is chased down by Weston Brown, and here's Pulver on the take. Wave the basket off. The foul is on the floor. That's going to be on Colby Butcher.
Yeah, great offensive rebound there by Weston Brown for the Oracles. He's one of their main rebounders, averaging over 6.5 rebounds a game, and that's going to be massive in this matchup tonight, keeping Carroll off the boards.
Tessier with a pullback three, left it off the front of the iron, and chased down by Carson Schuler, who did get the start. So Schuler at the start, Reed Hayden still on the bench, number 4. Here's Hale with it, pump fake, into the lane, kick out, 3 ball, good ball movement. And Aiden Duff in the books with his first 3.
And Aiden Duff getting things started for the Cougars from behind the arc, and I would expect we're going to see him in that corner a few more times this evening.
Pulver went to the basket again, got fouled again. That one against Aiden Duff, so that'll send the senior forward to the free throw line. Leads the team in rebounds at 7 a night. Also shoots at 61% from the field, but not very good at the free throw strike. At 50%, he's got a chance to split the pair here.
Yeah, and that's one thing, a bit of an Achilles heel for someone like Weston Brown that can give you that big post presence, but if you can't make them from the line, not too effective there, but he's able to split it and get 1 of 2.
So Pulver in the books. 2 points on 2 free throws for Delphi. Duff lost it, got it back, and he walked with it.
Man, I love it. These student sections are already hyped up. It is definitely feeling like a conference clash right after Christmas break. This is going to be a fun one.
Here's McAtee with it. Thought about the 3, tried to get it down to Pulver. He does, and left it short. He brought that ball up so high it hit the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, it looks like Pulver just kind of lost track of where he was under the basket on that one. Uncharacteristic. Obviously, we don't see him leave things short very often.
Hale with the basketball. Tessier on him. Here's the handoff. Skinner into the lane. Little floater with the left. Couldn't get the friendly roll, and the backside rebound by McAtee. On the dribble drive. Up and under. Went whirly-bird.
A beautiful lay-in by Caden McAtee there. He goes with pace and just aerobatic almost in the air there. Nice little lay-in with almost a reverse twist type of lay-in, if you will.
The handoff to Skinner. Into the lane. Turned with the right. Tried to flip it up with the right hand. Couldn't get it to go. Here comes McAtee. He'll pull back. Thought about the 3. Now back into the hands of Tessier. Under 5 left in the first quarter. 4-3 Oracles. McAtee playing the 2-man with Pulver. And tried to go up with the right hand. And Aiden Duff said no.
Yeah, and that is going to be another matchup to watch all night. It's going to be Aiden Duff versus McAtee. I almost think of it as a strength versus length matchup. Duff at 6'4", really probably the best option to try and shut down McAtee. With that being said, McAtee scores very, very efficiently, but Duff getting the best of him there.
McAtee pulled up short and left it short. Carson Hale with the rebound. All the way down Broad Street and lofted off his shoe. Tonight's game brought to you by Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. Coghill got caught in traffic on the handoff and a walk. Hasn't been the cleanest first 3.5 minutes of this first quarter. Delphi clinging to a 1-point advantage.
Both these offenses just trying to find their rhythm right now. You know, you see Delphi a little bit more speed down the court, but then just not able to sort of settle into that offensive set. Carroll on the other end, having some good looks, just not able to find anything quite yet.
Schuler on the pump fake, and then sent it way short. Going to be Delphi basketball. Right now it's Delphi 4, Aiden Duff 3. Pulver, good move to the basket and left that one off the cylinder.
Man, that is such a good move, too, by Pulver in the paint.
Duff all the way down the lane. He's going to go to the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by Dangana Funeral Home. With locations in Frankfurt, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville, the compassionate and experienced staff at Dangana Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved ones. For more information on their services and community involvement, please visit dangana.com. Dangana Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Duff sinks the first, shoots it at 69% from the free throw line. He's got 4. And that foul is on Calden Pulver. That's his second, so the big man already in foul trouble with 3:39 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that is not good news for the Delphi Oracles. Calden Pulver, I mean, you've seen his athleticism, seen his movement in the paint, especially on that last trip down, but he's shooting 61% from the field, so he truly is their most efficient scorer.
Aiden Duff 5, Delphi 4. Down the lane on the drive. That was Logan Smith, came up short. And here come the Cougars. Carson Hale up top, they'll swing it. Now in the corner. It's Reed Hayden now into the contest, number 4. Duff gonna try, thought about it. And up and under move, but off the glass, no good. On the kick out, Tessier got it to go off the high arcing shot off the backboard.
Great heads-up play there by Levi Coghill. Finds Tessier down the lane, and a nice controlled finish there for Zane Tessier.
Delphi back up 1, 6-5. Hale on the spin move with the right. Good take from Carson Hale.
Beautiful take by Hale there. He leads them in assists, but showing us that time he can get into the paint and get his own as well.
Tessier with the basketball, working against Hale. He'll pull it back out to the logo. 2:30 left in the first. It's Tate Bernhardt, number 3, in for the Oracles. Down low is Weston Brown, fell on his wallet and able to control possession. McAtee. Tessier, guard against Hale. Gets in the lane, off with the right hand and off the glass. Zane Tessier with 5.
Another just great take by Tessier. Little bit of daylight there for him to get the shot off. Stays on balanced. He's keeping Delphi going right now.
Good look underneath the Skinner. And Mason Skinner, the junior, in the books. And back and forth we go, 9-8. Carroll. McAtee, straight away 3 and nailed it.
Man, you cannot leave him open for even a second there. Carroll tried to switch defenders, and he said, thank you very much. I will drain this right now.
McAtee leads the scoring for the Oracles, about 15 a night, but he's also the football team's starting quarterback. 6 football players on that Oracles team, and a takeaway, but then a strip. Good up and under from Aiden Duff. Good reversal, went to the left hand, and Duff's got 7. We're tied at 11s.
That's a beautiful take by Duff. The clean pick on the steal and then dodging the defenders for the fancy lay-in. Well done.
45 seconds left, tied at 11s. Delphi looking for the sweep tonight in Carroll. It's Tessier in traffic. Hands it off to Weston Brown. With a little floater with the right. Came up short, got his offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play.
Well, Weston Brown is going to take over that paint with Pulver out. Doing a nice job there, finding his way a little bit short on the floater, but the hustle to get his own board and put it back in. He gets the foul as well.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County offers free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Brown couldn't complete the three-point play. Carroll with the basketball is going to be a block. That'll be on Logan Smith. Logan Smith, the football team's leading wide receiver under Coach Jacob Merkavich. Third team foul of the quarter. 12 seconds. Skip pass. Colby Butcher back in. Now Hale, 5 seconds. Needs some help. And that ball thrown away. So the Oracles have 2 seconds to get it the length of the court and get a shot off. Bernhardt. Gets it in the Coghill. Got to put it up. It'll count. Off the side of the iron. Defensive-minded first quarter. but it has the Delphi Oracles up to 13-11 against the hosting Carroll Cougars. We'll come back for the second quarter right here on the IC Sports Network.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. World-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics. If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
Tonight's game presented by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities, providing the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. Start planning your unforgettable day. Visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. 13-11, quarter number 2. Starting on the campus of Carroll High School as the Oracles lead by 2, 13-11. And at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Oregon has tied it. 7-7, Dante Moore led the Ducks down the field. And now the Hoosiers will get their first chance on offense. And Levi Coghill controls the ball for the Oracles.
A bit of a sloppy first quarter from both teams. Neither of them really getting into their regular offensive rhythm.
Weston Brown got it off the rim, but in comes a flying Zane Tessier for his 7th point. And now the lead 4, 15-11. This is the largest it's been.
You've just got to try and keep Delphi off the offensive boards if you're Carroll. They have been living off of that. They've had at least 8 offensive rebounds. Woo! There's a 3. But at least 8 offensive rebounds in 16 straight games. So obviously they score a lot off of that second chances there when they're not scoring from behind the arc.
Caden McAtee took the ball right away from Aiden Duff on the drive. Went the length of the court, pull up 3 and nailed it. McAtee's got 8 and that forces a timeout from head coach Adam Tussinger. We'll talk about Tier 1 Meat Company taking pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, they bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by vets, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora or visit them online at tier1meatco.com. John Natali, Kristen Hazley, Elijah Mash, Sam Waugh, Tony Stewart with you on this busy Friday night. We're in Lanesville, we're in Frankfort, we're here in the studio in Mulberry. The team from Bloomington is playing in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Now I want chicken.
You got to wait till Sunday to say that. That's
I know.
always the case.
It is. You're so right. Every time I'm craving it.
Great move from Aiden Duff. He's very hard to stop once he gets in the paint.
Yeah, at 6'4", and being the point guard that Aiden Duff is, you know, he's large for a guard, and so he can get into the paint and he can weasel his way around defenders, especially on the baseline there.
Levi Coghill with the right hand put in. And the lead back up to 7, 2013. Hale thought about it. Now here's Schuler. Hale on the dribble drive, the kick out. Duff thought about it. From the elbow, he had to pull up. Down low, just too hard for Carson Hale. It's turnover.
Yeah, and Delphi's playing a 2-3 zone right now, and they're doing a nice job of just chasing all of those skip passes. It looks like Carroll's going to have an opening, but, I mean, you look at Zane Tessier and Caden McAtee, some of their speed closing down is insane. So, Delphi's zone right now working pretty well against this Carroll offense.
Brown in the paint, the swing. And now Tessier with it. Leading the way for Delphi with 7 on the curl. And went up and under again. Zane Tessier having a great start to this first half.
That is such a good, classy point guard move. He dribbles them out wide with his back to the hoop and then is able to rotate in. But now down the other end, Carroll's starting to get something going with Colby Butcher.
Carson Hale went up with strength, got hacked. And the senior guard will go to line looking for his 5th point and cut this to a 6-point advantage.
I think Carroll's looked a little bit more cohesive on the offensive end. We've seen them previously, and it's been a little bit stagnated, maybe not quite into their in-season confidence and flow of the offense. But tonight, the ball's moving really well for Carroll.
Foul's on McAtee. That's his first. And Hale, a pretty good free throw shooter, 80%. Delivers a 3-point play, and the lead is 6 for Delphi. Tessier with the basketball, working a 2-man. Culver back in there. And that's stripped away from Duff. All the way with the left hand, but he got bodied by Logan Smith. And that'll send Aiden Duff to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's a nice steal there by Aiden Duff, just sneaking in the backside, able to get the clean pick, and then going in, creates the contact. The more they can get some of these Oracles in foul trouble, that's going to really change the way that Delphi has to play this game.
Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. They're a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe counties for over 120 years. Now that they've expanded the services into Carroll County, they are excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to their fiber herd. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. Aiden Duff sinks them both. He's got 11, leading all scorers. Now the lead down to 4, 22-18.
Aiden Duff just carrying that Carroll offense right now.
Caden McAtee stopped on a dime and put in his 10th point. Lead back up to 6.
And Caden McAtee is just putting on a display, but it's not anything different than what we're used to from him, averaging 15-plus points a game, 5 rebounds. He had 7 rebounds in his last outing.
A turnover. We'll go back to Delphi, 24-18, 4:54 left in the second quarter.
You mentioned Pulver getting back in, getting some minutes here in the second quarter with 2 fouls. He's going to have to be careful. Without him, they really struggle to run the inside out balance game.
Hale flew in for the interception, went all the way down the lane and put it in. Carson Hale with 7. The lead back down to 4, 24-20. Tessier the handoff. Coghill from the elbow missed it. Ball pops away and Butcher tracks it down. Brody Ray, number 10 now in, the junior forward. Good look underneath. Skinner got bodied by Pulver, and that's going to be 3 on the big man.
That's just a bad foul there for Colton Pulver on the block. You've just got to be aware there. You've got 2 fouls. He's already elevating. Don't even leave your feet. Exactly, straight up.
I was doing this because Indiana just scored.
I'm thinking you're giving me basketball coaching tips over here. It's kind of the same thing.
Absolutely. Go straight up.
For a TD.
But Fernando Mendoza tosses it in the back of the end zone to put the Hoosiers up 13-7. 40 seconds left in that first quarter. Skinner hits the back iron. We'll try to split the pair. Tonight's game brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling. Wampler's is a place where recycling always makes sense. Call them at 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. And Skinner splits the pair. The junior forward's got 3, and the lead is 3. 24-21 for Delphi, but a turnover, so ball back to Carroll.
Yeah, bad turnover there by Delphi, but worth noting, Carroll Cougars are staying in that man-to-man defense. We've seen it from them. You know, they play a few different defenses, but that's the one we've seen most commonly from them. And basically, they're just trying to deny any drives from McAtee and Tessier.
Good look on the back door to Mason Skinner.
Carroll offense is coming alive, finding some rhythm with some beautiful backdoor bounce passes, finding the openings.
That's going to force a timeout from head coach Chad Pulver. Saw that 7-point lead dissipate. Now it's only 1.
It happened really quick, too. Just a couple turnovers by Delphi turn into points for Carroll going the other way. They're executing that transition so well, making the extra pass, finding the open layup. Carroll is operating on all cylinders right now.
Kristen and I will be back here, an early start at noon, as the Western Boone Stars will play against the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Girls basketball here on the ISC Sports Network. And we're hoping that Indiana wins because our director will be Sean Walker, who's out at Frankfurt right now with Joe Rook at Case Arena. But Sean, a big Hoosiers fan, and it'll be grumpy season if the Hoosiers drop it tonight. May not want to come to work.
No,
Can we do a game remotely from a remote place?
Probably. We have the technology.
Back underway. Delphi with the basketball. Lead was high as 7. Now it's down to 1. Tessier leading all scorers with 10. And a lot of traffic just threw it up. Had really no hope there. Brody Ray comes away with it.
Yeah, and Pulver obviously having to sit down with that third foul, so leaving a lot of the post work for Weston Brown down there. Not quite as tall as Pulver, so he's going to have a little bit of an uphill battle.
On the swing to Hayden. Down low, Skinner working that block. And pretty move with the left hand. Mason Skinner came into this one averaging 6. He's got 7 in the first half.
Yeah, and Mason Skinner is just in all the right places at the right time tonight. Nice turnaround, knockdown there for Coghill, but you know, really, Mason Skinner, he can go off for 6 or 10 points in a quarter, and it's just because of the plays we've just seen, getting into the open spaces and knocking down shots.
Hale off the front iron, no good. Ball flipped around. Aiden Duff comes up with it. And just a hand check there on Delphi. That was on Tate Bernhardt, another 3-sport athlete on this Oracles team. That's a 4th team foul. 2:08 left in the second. Lead got us up as high as 7. But it's been a back and forth. 1 point here, 1 point there. Been a good ball game so far. As you mentioned, Kristen, your keys to victory. Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. Doesn't matter what the records are. These two teams are going to play hard for 32 minutes. On the take, just too much Tessier. And Hale couldn't get it to go, and here come the Oracles. And that ball's poked away. Hale with the right hand went up against Brown, and Reed Hayden on the backside puts it in. He'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
And it's the 6-foot freshman there making the extra effort play there. Brings down the rebound and able to put it back in through the contact. And Delphi Oracle's really going through a struggle period right now.
Timeout is called. And this is an aesthetic thing for me. This is how important high school basketball is to the state of Indiana. You have the semifinal in the college football playoff going on right now between the Oregon Ducks and the Indiana Hoosiers, and the crowd that we see on hand tonight for Carroll and Delphi is unbelievable. You wouldn't know that it's a Carroll home game. You saw the student section at Delphi, and the side that's closest to us, lots of black and gold here, and you can see the fan base for Carroll. It is just remarkable what this sport means to the state of Indiana.
Yeah, you have to love it. And even though there were other schools across some of the state that they rescheduled or postponed their games tonight for the aforementioned football game, I love it. We've got a packed gym. We've got a Clinton County showdown, and these guys are going at it. It's been an intense game so far, and it's going to be fun to see which style wins out here. Right now, Delphi just getting a little bit ahead of their britches, a few too many turnovers, trying to go quickly in transition. They just need to settle down here, otherwise Carroll's going to run away.
Hayden trying to complete the three-point play after the timeout and just grazed the rim. Had no legs in that shot. Straight-armed it. And an open lane, but blocked. Logan Smith, number 5, got met by Aiden Duff, number 5, and Duff won that battle.
Yeah, Aiden Duff, the 6'4 senior. We've seen him in the paint on the offensive end. He can fly through the air on the defensive end, too.
On the kick out, Coghill's got it, and he'll hand it off to McAtee. Leading away with 10 points. Into the lane, and just a wild, awkward shot, but when he went up, he got fouled.
And if McAtee is trying to take on 2 or 3 defenders as your first action on offense, probably not going to be a fantastic look. Obviously, it's a little bit predicted with how great Caden McAtee is, but with that being said, might need to knock down a perimeter shot, find a few passes before it finds its way back to McAtee. But that straight line drive, he got away with it a few times in this first half, but Carroll's starting to wisen up to that a bit.
The foul is on Carson Hale. McAtee sank the first free throw, and now he's got a dozen. So lead back to Delphi by 1, coming up on 90 seconds left in this first half. Skinner with it. He's had a nice second quarter. Tried to go up with the left, but it got denied by Logan Smith. That ball off of Duff. It'll stay with Delphi. 65 seconds left in this first half. Tessier going to orchestrate on the logo. McAtee working a 2-man. Oh, Tessier sent Ray to the floor. Long 3. Logan Smith missed the backside. Colby Butcher with the rebound.
Not quite the look they were wanting, but you love the 1-2 game there between McAtee and Tessier. I mean, talk about pick your poison there if you're Carroll on defense.
Duff with the basketball. 25 seconds. Guarded by Tessier. Went around him with the right hand, falling to the floor, and put it off the blackboard for 2.
Doesn't have to be pretty or graceful, still counts the same.
McAtee on the spin with the right hand. He met Colby Butcher in the air, and Butcher fouled him.
And if you have to drive into the lane against someone like a 6'5 Colby Butcher, that's about the best case scenario. Get into him, create the contact, try and rack some fouls up there on Butcher.
McAtee with a game-high 12. Looking for points 13 and 14. Baker's dozen. And we're tied at 29. Delphi looking for the 1-point advantage with 5.4 heading into the halftime. And couldn't get it to go. Duff, 2 seconds. Down low to Skinner and got it to go.
Oh!
Aiden Duff Duff with a beautiful pass to Mason Skinner underneath the hoop. Buzzer sounds. Great look from the senior guard, Aiden Duff, to his junior forward, Mason Skinner. And the Cougars go into the break up 2, 31-29. We'll come back with some thoughts on the first half. You're watching Carroll and Delphi on the ISC Sports Network.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Whether you dine in or carry out, the South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials, world-famous hand-battered tenderloins, fresh, never-frozen whole catfish, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for the latest menu options. The South Fork Restaurant, a proud supporter of Clinton Prairie Athletics. The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some halftime entertainment from the Carroll Cougars as we come back with the Cougars up 31-29 against the Delphi Oracles. John Natali, Kristen Hazley with you on this busy Sports Friday night. Let's get to our thoughts on the first half, presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And kind of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Kristen, this one went back and forth the entire first half.
Yeah, it absolutely did. Carroll Cougars really grabbed the momentum towards the end of that second quarter. You know, Reed Hayden, Aiden Duff really being the spark plugs of that run. You know, they did a nice job on defense containing that first action between McAtee and Tessier. You know, and even for as well as they played, they're only up 2. So we are in for another battle of a second half.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our first half highlights presented by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town. Carroll over the Cougars over the Oracles, 31-29, coming up on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
The best gig in town is brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, who bring you our first half highlights.
Has a great first half. You saw the scoreline there. Carroll taking just a bit of a lead into halftime, but early on it was all Delphi. As you see Zane Tessier there getting to the rim and the foul, but then it was time for Aiden Duff to come alive, and that was just his first bucket from behind the arc. McAtee obviously getting into the paint there. A beautiful finish with the reverse layup. And most of these points you see Delphi is getting out in transition, pushing that pace. When they were able to do that, they found a lot of success early on. But then Carroll came storming back. A beautiful move by Carson Hale into the paint for two, and he was a big factor in that second quarter comeback, as was this man, Aiden Duff, with the dump off there to Skinner, who was able to put in a nice couple points in that second quarter. But again, you cannot leave Caden McAtee with that much space from behind the arc. He shoots the ball very well from there. And then the hustle play by Tessier on the tip in there. Those are those offensive boards that they've been living in. And then another nice take by Tessier, just tempts the defender out wide and takes it back down the paint in the middle. And this finish was fantastic there from Carson Hale. Just gets down the baseline, creates the contact, and then again it was Mason Skinner under the hoop. And as you can see, Carroll Cougars did a nice job of really dominating that offensive paint in the second quarter. But Delphi does not go away, continuing to get some offensive production from Coghill there, and then back the other way was Aiden Duff with the finish and the foul. And again, taking it into the paint, a little bit awkward, but he's able to find the finish. And then finally, this was the buzzer beater at the end. Great heads-up play. Duff's able to find Skinner for the buzzer beater layup. And that is the story of the first half and how we got here, John.
Both teams paced by Aiden Duff and Mason Skinner, both with 13 and 9. The same way for Delphi. Caden McAtee and Zane Tessier, both with 13 and 9. We come back, we'll have some first half adjustments presented by JXN Stump Solutions. Rooted in service, driven to remove. Carroll and Delphi, 31-29 on the ISC Sports Network.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And little volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it. Goodness.
Back on the campus of Carroll High School. It's our first half adjustments presented by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. Kristen, I want to get in the head of Chad Pulver. I think the first thing he's telling, hey, Calden, son, please stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, that third foul definitely kills the coach, especially when it's your dad. But that's kind of where I was going to start right there. You know, Pulver had to sit out a lot of those minutes in the first half because of the foul trouble, and that really limits some of the wrinkles that Delphi could throw in on the offense. I'd love to see Pulver get some touches on the post, create an inside-out balance, and then kick it out, you know, to McAtee or even Tessier for that three-pointer. Now, on the other side, if you're Carroll, I think you played, you know, a really good first half. When you look at it, though, the one thing I think you can do a little bit better is containing the first action of Delphi's offense, whether it's Tessier or McAtee with the ball at the point. You can't let them straight line drive into the paint. You've got to force them into second or third actions and try and get them to slow down that offense and use up some more clock.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, offering high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. A local telecommunications cooperative, they've been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe counties for over 120 years. Now that they've expanded the services into Carroll County, they're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to their fiber herd. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. Indiana Hoosiers 21, Oregon Ducks 7.
Ooh, they might just boat race that entire playoff.
It's a dream. It's not happening. There's no way that Indiana is going to play in the national championship. This is all falsity. This is like Cleveland Browns football. It gives me hope.
It gives you hope. There you go. It could happen. No one ever thought it would happen. It's happening.
Here.
Not in Cleveland.
Have you seen what's happening in Cleveland?
I have. You're going to have to wait another couple years, buddy.
That's an understatement. We're back underway at Carroll. And the Cougars control possession. Duff to Skinner has been the hook and ladder for the Cougars. Duff fell on his wallet to save that possession. Now Hale with it on the spin and a strip away. Tessier, good read in the passing lane. There's Weston Brown. Tessier straight away, three. Off the iron, no good. Skinner gets the rebound. Hale falling backwards, and he walked. Everybody ditched Carson Hale on the rebound. Had nowhere to go with the basketball, and it's a turnover.
Unlucky break there for Carson Hale. You said it, just left all alone, and it's a gift to Delphi. They had a good look there. That's a nice shot by Tessier. One I'm sure we'll see him take a few more times this half.
Coghill going to try it from the corner and splashes it.
Beautiful find there. Just a simple little pass and then the kick back to him behind the arc, and a beautiful stroke by Coghill there. Confident, no doubt about it. 3 points.
Delphi up one. Duff on the drive. Went up against Pulver that time, and big number 32 held his ground. McAtee tries it. Off the iron, no good. Into the hands of Hale. Timeout called. Adam Tussinger saved the possession. Give us a chance to talk about JXN Stump Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard? Well, let them take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right, offering 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard. All competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. John Natali, Kristen Hazley, Elijah Mash, Sam Waugh, Tony Stewart with you on this Friday night filled with basketball action all across the state of Indiana. And then there's another football game going on right now that sees the Indiana Hoosiers ranked number 1 in the country, 21-7, in a rematch against the Oregon Ducks in the college football semifinal playoff. Looking for a date with the Miami Hurricanes. Hale with the basketball. Delphi up 1. They went into the break down 1 with a 3-pointer by Coghill. Good pump fake by Duff. Carson Hale for 3 Front iron no good, and chased down by Coghill.
Yeah, and I like the switch up by Delphi on defense, coming with a bit more pressure. And you see there, they're able to just quickly transition and go the other way when they create the turnover.
McAtee with the hop step, leading all scorers now with 15. Butcher with it. And now Hale, skip past to Duff. He'll try a three, and got it. Aiden Duff now at 16.
He's starting off the second half right where he left off that first. You're going to have to slow down Aiden Duff if you're the Delphi Oracles. He is on one tonight.
On the strip away. Hale, left hand, got it.
Right now, Carroll is just taking a page out of Delphi's book, turning that defense into the offense. Something that we expected more from Delphi, but right now it's Carroll that's forcing the turnovers.
Tessier thought about it. Carroll back up 2, 36-34. Under 5:30 left in the third quarter. Pulver, and just knocked Butcher to the deck. Was able to pull up and get the jumper off the glass.
Hey, an awkward little move there. Not really sure what the contact was, but they both ended up a little off balance, and then Pulver able to find the bank shot there for 2.
Oh, Butcher and Duff got tangled up, but Duff came away with the basketball. Needs help. McAtee bothered it from Brody Ray. Delphi basketball.
Yeah, we're really seeing an uptick in the defensive aggression from the Delphi Oracles right now, which works when you're in a half-court setting, but as we've seen so far in this first half, Carroll's doing a nice job of getting out and running in transition.
Tied at 36s. Delphi trying to come into Carroll and get the sweep. Girls took care of business in game 1. And McAtee got a bird in the air, sent it long. Coghill tracks down the rebound. And they'll reset. Coghill working a 2-man with Pulver. Pull-up jumper. Off the iron, no good, but there's big number 32 and left that one off the iron.
Man, and you know, I'm sure sitting a lot of that first half doesn't help him trying to get into a rhythm as they score going the other way, but Pulver's struggling early on this half on the post.
And Aiden Duff took that the length of the basketball court, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play.
It is the Aiden Duff show tonight in the Carroll Cougars gym, and he is just off to an excellent start in this second half as well. Gonna have to really slow him down to slow this Carroll offense down.
Aiden Duff already at his average at 18, and we still have 4:16 left in the third quarter. Looking for point number 19, leading all scores. And in and out. And not looking, Tessier tried to hook up with McAtee, which is usually the other way around. McAtee's usually handing the ball off for passing to Zane Tessier in the football field, a reversal. And that's probably why it was a turnover.
Yeah, that time just miscommunication, not valuing the ball on the distribution pass there is Delphi.
Skinner with a nice move and puts it in with the left hand. Mason Skinner now with 11. The second Cougar in double digits. And the lead, it's 4 for Carroll. That ball stripped away. Here comes Carson Hale in a lot of traffic and couldn't do anything with it.
Looks like the start of the game all over again, going back and forth, a lot of turnovers. Both teams trying to get out in transition and find some easy buckets. Carroll that time, unfortunately, gets a little bit too fast, losing the ball out of bounds there.
On a lazy pass, Aiden Duff strips it away and missed the left-handed bunny. McAtee trying to capitalize. And that ball stripped away, and up comes with number 5, up to Hale. And Tessier got back, but he slapped Hale on the hand. And that's going to send Carson Hale to the free throw line.
Man, both teams right now trying to settle in, but pace of play just not allowing it. Excellent hustle on the defensive end by Carroll Cougars so far in this quarter, just jumping in front of those passing lanes, forcing already 2 or 3 turnovers just this quarter.
Referees reversed the call. They said the foul was on the floor, but a timeout was called. I'll give us a chance to talk about the Frankfort Eagles. Post 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Be sure to join Kristen and I tomorrow afternoon, noon start, as Western Boone Stars will head out to Clinton Prairie to take on the Gophers in a girls basketball match. And then we have been saying, because of a poorly worded post from our own Greg Regstraw, the Eastern at Lanesville game is tomorrow at 7:30, and you can catch that right here on the ISC Sports Network.
I think that might have been one of those games that got rescheduled for the big football game, since it's
Still
down
worded
south.
incorrectly on Facebook. There's not many times where we can say Greg Regstraw was in the wrong with anything, but I will die on that hill. We're having a good time here on this Friday night, busy Friday night. Sean Walker and Joe Rook out at Frankfort for a doubleheader between the Hot Dogs and North Putnam. That came up way short, and it was off of Carroll, so it'll belong to Delphi. Down 4 with 3:13 left in the third.
Yeah, and you just wonder if, Delphi can find another gear here on the offensive end. It seems like they went into a little bit of a lull, some lazy passes, not exactly the pace that we've seen them play throughout the season. So can they kick it up here and try and get back in front on this one?
There's Logan Smith back in, number 5, McAtee with the basketball. Skip pass, Coghill on the spin. Needs some help. Logan Smith with a perimeter jumper and smooth-looking stroke from the senior forward, Logan Smith. He's in the books.
Yeah, not a lot of arc on that shot, but he knows exactly where it's going. A great release from Logan Smith.
Aiden Duff up top, takes it to the lane. Another handoff to Mason Skinner. That's been a combination that's been working all evening, and Skinner up to 13.
Yeah, and Aiden Duff and Mason Skinner are basically playing the Caden McAtee, Colton Pulver two-man game right there. It's drive into the paint, suck the defense in, and then find that dump off for the easy lay-in.
Mason Skinner giving up about 7 inches to Colton Pulver, picked up the foul, and it'll be side out for Delphi.
And credit Carroll, they've done a nice job of keeping the Delphi Oracles off the offensive boards. We're seeing more one and done on the offensive end for Delphi than they're even used to. Typically they live off of some of those second chance opportunities.
Here's McAtee. Needs some help. Gets it to Coghill. Now Logan Smith off his boot. Ball on the ground. Brody Ray dives on it. And here come the Cougars. Hayden. Back iron no good. Offensive rebound. And this possession stays alive for Carroll. Hale will pull it back out. Aiden Duff on the drive, and a lot of traffic. Hale's going to try it from the corner. Came up way short. McAtee with the rebound. Up ahead. Logan Smith. Back iron no good. Ball on the ground. Everybody fighting for it. Aiden Duff comes away with the basketball with the right hand. And spun it in. What a play by Aiden Duff.
My goodness. Mr. Aiden Duff. Look at that. Just a beautiful job. And it's McAtee that gets him on the foul going up. And I don't know how he finished that circus shot, but what a night to be Aiden Duff, huh?
Some nights it's just your night. And tonight it belongs to Aiden Duff.
I mean, I've been impressed with some of his previous games. With some of, I think originally I kind of labeled him a bit of a slasher, but he is so much more than that playing tonight, finding those mid-range shots, finding the assists. He has been the motor of this Carroll offense.
21 for the senior guard, Aiden Duff. And the lead, the largest it's been for Carroll, at 7. Tessier, straightaway 3. Off the iron, no good. Pulver's there, but ends up in the hands of Ray, but he was on the baseline. And during that spectacular play by Aiden Duff, on the other side, at Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, the Hoosiers have gone up 28-7. Mendoza to Becker. Charlie Becker, 36-yard touchdown reception. And the Indiana Hoosiers are up 21 with 3:13 left in the second quarter.
Is there a running clock rule for the second half
My
in college football playoffs?
Tessier with the basketball. Delphi's got to get something going offensively. Trying to bully his way in, can't do it. Hand off to Weston Brown. Ran into a lot of traffic. And Reed Hayden going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, just not flowing naturally for this Delphi offense right now. You see Pulver trying to post up in that paint and create some space, but really it's Carroll that's defending it so well, not allowing anything easy into the post, which is forcing this Delphi Oracles team to kind of play around on the post and try and find a way into the paint and to the basket.
Weston Brown sinks the free throw. He's up to 3. And that's the first point in a long time for the Oracles. Now down 6, trying to cut it to 5. 33 seconds left in the third. Can't do it. And Hayden with the rebound. Looks like Carroll's going to look for the final shot of the third quarter. Duff with the basketball, 15 on the clock.
I would bet it stays in his hands for the most part.
Needs some help. And now the basketball under 10. Duff's got to go. Guarded by Coghill. On the dribble drive through the lane with the right hand. Couldn't get that one to go. Buzzer sounds, and that'll end the third quarter. Carroll comes back with a vengeance, and they find themselves up 6 heading into the final 8 minutes of this one. It's the Cougars over the Oracles, 45-39. Fourth quarter coming up on the ISC Sports Network.
At Laser Edge Turf and Excavation, we take pride in keeping your property looking its best and your projects moving forward. From expert commercial and residential mowing to lawn fertilization that keeps your grass healthy year-round, we've got your yard covered. Need more than lawn care? We also specialize in directional boring, trenching, and full excavation work. Whether it's maintaining your curb appeal or tackling big jobs underground, trust Laser Edge and Excavation to get the job done right. Let us tackle your next project. Give us a call at 670-2286. We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Tonight's game brought to you by Dangana Funeral Home. With locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville, the compassionate and experienced staff at Dangana Funeral Homes are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved ones. For more info on their services and community involvement, please visit dangana.com. Dangana Funeral Homes, where we put family first. 3 ball in the corner, and good start for the Oracles. Caden McAtee now up to 18 and cuts the lead to 3.
That's a great find there, and that's the inside-out balance they need to find. Zane Tessier does a nice job of driving into the paint and then finding the kick out.
Weston Brown got too much of Brody Ray. Hale in the backcourt. It's been a great basketball game tonight.
Absolutely, and it's going to come down to, do you have an answer for that man right there? Aiden Duff for the Carroll Cougars is just cruising along right now, leading them to this lead.
Working a 2-man with Butcher, got in the lane, left it short. And good hustle, but back into the hands of Hale. And Aiden Duff with the basketball, guarded by Tessier. Duff on the dribble drive, waved the basket off, foul on the floor.
And probably best case scenario, the way tonight's going is, if Aiden Duff gets into the paint, you get a foul on the floor. At that point, he's not putting up the layup and he's not going to the free throw line.
That's McAtee's third. Got to be careful. Number 2 goes out. That's going to be one heck of a hole to climb out of for Delphi.
Another Delphi foul.
That's going to be on Tessier.
Obviously, you want to be, aggressive defensively, active hands, getting into passing lanes, but, you're down 3. You're not down 10. You can get a stop, get a stop without fouling and be okay right now.
That's 3 team fouls in just over a minute for Delphi. Hale with a good spin move. But Ray will pull it back out, get it to the hands of Aiden Duff, game's leading scorer with 21. Duff working against Tessier. The handoff to Hale. Guarded by Coghill out on the logo. Double team comes. Ray thought about it, and then it gets in the hands of Aiden Duff. Himself trapped in a corner, but stepped on the baseline. Turnover. It'll be Delphi basketball. Chance to tie this.
Yeah, it's a great defensive possession there by Delphi. You saw Tessier up there on the ball handler. Excellent pressure. And then down on the post, it was Calden Pulver cheating, helping, fading back into the spot. They did a nice job there to force that turnover.
And somehow, some way, that ball went off of McAtee's foot, then hit his head, back to his foot. And finally, Carroll comes up with the possession.
It's a crazy game. I don't even know what he tripped on. That was nuts.
Skinner, good look underneath the ray, but couldn't get the little floater. And Weston Brown comes away with the basketball.
Man, that has been his bread and butter all night. Well, good cut for him, and that's a shot he's looking for. Just a little hard on that one.
Chance to cut it to 1, maybe tie. And Brown went in strong, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Good on Weston Brown there, needing to get something going in the paint. I like the initiative. Drives in, takes on the defender. Well done to get to the line.
Fouls on Mason Skinner, his second, first team foul of the quarter for Carroll. And he'll send Weston Brown looking for points 4 and 5 and possibly cut this to 1. Too heavy on the first. He'll try to split the pair. .5:22 left in the fourth. And Brown gets the second. So now the lead is 2. 45-43. Carroll with the basketball. Four-court pressure from the Oracles. Timeout called to save that possession. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, offering free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Carroll Cougars hold a 2-point advantage over the visiting Delphi Oracles. Trying to return the favor after a loss in the first game as Delphi ran away with it. And Delphi got down as much as 7 to Carroll in the second half, but have crept back, only down 2.
And Carroll's playing a very nice game defensively. I'm not sure if it's more that Delphi hasn't had the 1-2 game as much with Pulver having to sit out more in the post. But what I will say is, I mean, they're giving up almost 58 points per game. So to be in the fourth quarter here and holding Delphi to 43, that's a nice defensive effort by the Carroll Cougars.
Carroll looking to improve to 2-0 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference and get that record back up to 3-7. And Delphi looking to go 500 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference at 2-2 and 7-3 overall. They have some work to do, but we've still got a close one. It's been a great ball game all night between Delphi and Carroll. Aiden Duff with the basketball, leading all scorers with 21.
They almost had him there on the sideline trap and just did not close it in tight enough. They're able to find the skip pass out of it.
Duff on the drive, got cut off. He'll pull it back out. Working against McAtee with the right hand. Back iron, no good. Weston Brown off of him. So it'll be Carroll basketball.
Weston Brown's doing a nice job of battling in the post, especially with Pulver in there. You talk about Butcher in there as well. Battling, just not able to secure that one there.
On a little floater, round and round it goes, and Pulver grabs a rebound. And during that possession, Elijah Surratt with a 2-yard touchdown. Hoosiers up 34-7 with 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Coghill guarded by Hale.
This game has a better ending, I promise.
Behind the back pass, little aesthetic, nothing to it. Weston Brown in the lane with the right hand. Couldn't get it. Butcher with the rebound.
It's a good post move by Brown, just a little heavy on the hook shot there. Can't get it to fall.
Duff guarded by Tessier. This matchup has picked up a little bit in the second half. Tessier on the ground. Duff going to try a corner three. One of the few misses. And Pulver with a big rebound.
Yeah, that's a big board from Pulver, especially since he had to come out and help there on the three-point shot because the team was all out.
On the baseline, here's a three ball. Back iron no good. Ray with the rebound. Up ahead to Hale. Being chased down by Pulver. And got pulverized in that exchange. And that's going to send Carson Hale to the free throw line.
Yeah, and you saw the big man trucking down the court. He was either going to make it there or it was going to be a big foul like that. He might have gotten most of the ball going up, but definitely had him with the body there on the follow-through as Hale will go to the line.
Pulver strepping, or not Pulver, but Carson Hale stretching out the kneecap. Hit the deck hard. That's about 6'9", 295.
A little bit
Hale
of
sinks it.
a little bit of a size advantage on that one.
The extra point is good, 35-7 Indiana. Hale now in double digits with 10. The third Cougar to hit the double-digit mark. And he's got 11. So the lead back up to 4.
A good, balanced scoring effort, really offensive effort from the Cougars tonight. We obviously have highlighted Aiden Duff because of all the amazing things he's done, but Reed Hayden, Carson Hale, Mason Skinner, all getting in there with the double-digit points.
Zane Tessier, he had a busy first half. He's been quiet in the second. Now Caden McAtee. Long three and canned it. 21 for the senior guard.
Well, Tessier is the one that's 53% from three, but McAtee right up there with him. No hesitation, a great shot.
The lead is 1 for Carroll. On the drive, Hayden all the way to the cup with the left hand. Give the young man 23.
It's a great take and a great finish by Duff. Pulver slides over, does well not to foul, just tries to obstruct and makes him adjust.
McAtee got blocked. Pulver ended up with the basketball. And going up strong, number 32 will head for the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, it's been a quiet night from Pulver, but showing up now in these waning minutes when they really need to get some of those solid post touches. Trying to team up here with McAtee and Tessier to get them back in front.
Skinner picks up his 3rd foul. It's the 4th team foul on Carroll. Or on Delphi, I'm sorry, 2nd team foul for Carroll. Pulver struggles from the free throw line, just 50%. And that one was heavy. Trying to cut it to 2 points with 2:19 left in this one.
Down the stretch, it's all about efficiency. Can you take care of the ball, find some good high percentage looks, and can you get a stop or two on the defensive end?
Misses both. Skinner with the rebound. Big misses from Delphi, still down 3 with 2:13 left in the 4th. Aiden Duff, the game's leading scorer with 23. Gets in the lane, left that one short. It was bothered by Pulver. We'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Carroll.
That's about the first time they've had an answer for Aiden Duff as he gets into the paint and attacks the rim. That time it's Pulver that's able to go straight up and stop him in his tracks, gets the jump ball and the rebound coming down.
Duff to inbound. Gotta get it in. Finally gets the Colby Butcher ball on the ground, and here comes Caden McAtee. All the way down the pipe and lays it in. Caden McAtee matching Aiden Duff with 23, and we're back to a 1-point ball game.
And that's more like Delphi turning those turnovers, finding the passing lanes, and turning them into points.
Minute 40, Duff with the basketball.
Illegal screen.
We're going the other way.
Butcher at the top of the arc there. Just moving a bit of a side shuffle there. Illegal screen. Bad time to have that call come down.
It's a 3rd on Colby Butcher and a chance for Delphi to retake the lead. Tessier working against Ray. Now Pulver on the block, working against Butcher. Too much, got able to get it to Western Brown.
Ooh.
Went up strong, and behind was Carson Hale on the foul. But on the offensive rebound, Levi Coghill will go to line to see if he can't put his Oracles up by 1.
That's a massive play by Coghill. The 2 big guys, Pulver and Brown, trying to find an opening down there on the post. And finally, Coghill's able to come through and create the foul going back up for the lay-in.
That's a 4th on Butcher, 4th team foul. Next one will put each team in the bonus. Coghill can't hit it. Free throws becoming an issue for the Oracles late in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and free throws obviously always important, but even more so down the stretch here. You hate to see these chances slip by.
And we're tied. Coghill's got 8 on the inbound. Both teams have to be careful with the fouls. And keep an eye on number 5 with 23. And that foul is going to go against Zane Tessier. And as I speak, that puts Carroll in the bonus and will send Aiden Duff to the free throw line.
And Tessier trying to put some pressure on Duff there at the top of the key. Just gets a little over eager there. Gets called for the touch foul.
Aiden Duff looking for points 24 and 25. Can't hit it.
Cursing both teams down the stretch here.
Going into halftime, Oregon misses a 56-yard field goal, so it's 35-7. Indiana over the Oregon Ducks in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. And Duff gets the friendly roll. And puts his Cougars up 1 minute left.
All comes down to composure here. Delphi's going to want to take care of the ball and obviously find a high percentage look. They've struggled with that against this Carroll defense.
Both teams with 3 timeouts. Delphi with a chance to take the lead.
They might hold it here for a last shot.
Pulver with it on the baseline. Shoved Butcher right out of the way. Couldn't get it to go, but that'll send Big Calden Pulver to the free throw line where he has struggled all evening.
And I believe that's 5, and it'll send Butcher to the bench as well. He's their big interior post player. Really has done a nice job tonight competing for some of those rebounds. Really making it tough on Pulver and Weston Brown down there on the post as he takes his leave.
Attention all engaged couples, discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities to provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Oracle's down 1. Alden Pulver, who's been very quiet this evening, got into early foul trouble and has struggled at the free throw line, trying to tie or take a lead with these 2 free throws. And got the friendly roll. Hello. Thank you, Carroll Cougars rubber rim.
Man, just watching from our angle here, everyone's almost crossing the fingers in the student section, and as soon as that dropped through.
You and I became contortionists on that one, moving every which way from Sunday.
Trying to find an angle.
Waiting for that basketball to go through the rim. Chance to take the lead, 24.8. And can't get it, ball tipped around and into the hands of Weston Brown, but there's gonna be a foul.
Man. I think Hale is going to be the one to shoot the free throws, but I didn't really see a clear foul in there. Seemed a bit like a scrum.
Having fun yet, partner?
This is a blast. I'm ready. I mean, like I said, this is a better game than the one on national television right now.
The same stakes.
Pretty
Not really,
much.
but
Well, hey, for the Hoosier Heartland Conference, yeah.
Absolutely. Hale left it short.
Oh, man.
Tired legs starting to set in for both of these teams. Hale trying to make it a 1-point advantage for his Cougars. And left it off the back of the iron. Weston Brown with the rebound. What will they do? Timeout is called.
Man. Carson Hale goes to the line with a chance to put his team up 2 and doesn't get any of them. Big time board by Weston Brown there, though. They'll be able to hold it, draw something up for the last play here, John.
Hale leads this team in free throw percentage.
Oh, that hurts. He's the best free throw shooter, too.
Half a century for each of these teams with 16.5 left on the clock. Both teams in the bonus. Carroll's got all 3 timeouts. But Delphi has a chance to run this out. Either it'll be the Oracles, Merrill. You don't know. I'm not even saying anything at this point.
The Oracles think it's going to be the Oracles because they can see into the future.
That's right, with your history
Thank
lesson
you.
about
Yep.
what an Oracle is.
I mean, I think in all seriousness, if you're Delphi coming out of this, obviously you're getting the ball into Tessier or McAtee's hands. But from there, I think it's got to be something more complicated than just a straight line drive from either one of those. You know, whether it's a 1-2 game with Pulver, you know, whatever it might be, I don't think, you can just expect McAtee to get to the rim on a single drive.
Pulver with the 7-inch height advantage against Mason Skinner down low. Where's the ball going to go? Into the backcourt with Tessier. Almost lost it. My goodness.
I thought he got a touch maybe.
And now 10 seconds. Tessier with the basketball. And Chad Pulver wants to talk this one over. 7.1 left on the clock.
Definitely a little nervy there on the inbounds. I thought that Delphi might have gotten a touch and it would have been over and back, but they're able to reclaim it, and a good timeout called there, I think, by Chad Pulver. Settle your team, reset the clock, reset yourself, remind your guys what the plan is. Go out there and execute.
Delphi's got to turn it around quick. Tomorrow they're home against the Caston Comets. That tip-off at 7:30. And Carroll will be able to get a week's rest as they'll host the Clinton Prairie Gophers, another good Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. That'll be next Friday at 7:30, but they got some business to take care of here.
Absolutely. All of these Hoosier Heartland Conference games mean a lot, but we love when it comes down to the wire like this.
McAtee to inbound. In the backcourt to Tessier. Coming up on 5 seconds. Tessier to the cup with the left hand and puts it in. That'll do it.
Wow. Zane Tessier. There might still be time left on the clock. But again, the simple crossover, and I cannot believe they left the lane that open. Mason Skinner doesn't rotate over to help, and man, it's an easy lay-in for Tessier with the left hand.
Zane Tessier had 9 points in the first half, held scoreless the entirety of the second half up until however much time they put on the clock with the Oracles up 2. My goodness.
Man, and it was what I thought they wouldn't be able to do. It was Tessier getting downhill, not really a 1-2, nothing too fancy to it, just some speed and a nice aggressive lane to the rim. Tessier able to focus through the closing defenders.
.8 left on the clock. Delphi looking for the sweep.
Obviously looking, I think, a full court throw here. .8 is enough for a catch and shoot. But
I would not put Pulver on the basketball. But here it comes. Duff's got to put it up. The heave. Left it short. In the final .8 seconds of this ball game, the Delphi Oracles come into Carroll and get the sweep. The boys 52-50. Wow, what a game.
What a treat. I mean, talk about, man, just back and forth. Neither team really dominated. It felt like the Cougars and Carroll got a good bit of momentum through that second and third quarter. But, man, credit Delphi and the Oracles. No quitting them. They continued to battle, continued to find some defensive boards and get some stops. And, hey, they were able to find the hoop at the right time in the game. That would be the end.
Welcome to our post-game show, brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And I made the analogy before, Kristen, rock'em sock'em robots for the entirety of this 32 minutes. Cougars got up as much as 7 in that second half. The Oracles continued to chip away. And then with .8 remaining on the clock, Zane Tessier, 9 points in the first half, was held scoreless in the second, drove to the hoop, put it up with the left hand off the glass, and leads the Oracles to the 2-point win.
Just impressive. I mean, when you got two players like Zane Tessier and Caden McAtee, that's a perfect scenario for that last second shot, because either of those guys can do what Tessier just did, but you cannot leave one of them open. So I mean, brilliant job by Tessier. Caden McAtee carried them, through kind of those dry spells. It was McAtee who was able to find his way to the rim. Weston Brown with some big, important rebounds, especially with Calden Pulver playing some lower minutes in foul trouble. And Levi Coghill, I mean, I felt like he just got a bucket just whenever you needed it, a rebound whenever you needed it. He was just solid, and credit this Delphi Oracles team. They really pulled it together and obviously came out strong in the end and found the W.
As for our player of the game, brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, if you're looking at Carroll, there's no one other than Aiden Duff who deserved that with 24 points, leading the Cougars a game-high 24 points. But you got to go to Delphi, and what number 2 did, Caden McAtee, the senior guard, 23 points, but just buckets at the most critical times of this basketball contest.
Yeah, and Caden McAtee, he's a steady two-way presence for this team, leads them in points per game, rebounds per game. I mean, really just an all-around spark plug for the Delphi Oracles offense. But you said it, I mean, Aiden Duff from the Carroll Cougars, you feel for the kid because he had a brilliant night out there on the court. You would have loved to see him get the W to go along with it. But keep your head up, Aiden Duff. That was a fantastic performance from him.
Tonight's game brought to you in parts by Dangana Funeral Home, putting family first, by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By the Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. On behalf of a broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley, Elijah Mash, Sam Waugh, and Tony Stewart, and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, I'm John Natali. Thank you so much for joining us in this awesome doubleheader on the ISC Sports Network. Your final from Carroll, the Delphi Oracles, 52-50 over the Cougars. We'll see you tomorrow at noon, Western Boone and Clinton Prairie girls basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network. Have a great evening, everybody.
And little volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it.